Hi Geminis, welcome to your November 2025 General Tarot reading. Thank you for being here with me. My name is Coco and this is Birdsong Musings Tarot. If you are new here, welcome. I hope that you consider sticking around, subscribing to the channel, or leaving a comment or liking the video if the reading connects with you. And if you're not new here, welcome back. Hi. You probably are noticing that we're doing a different kind of video format today. I'm just trying out a different format to see what works best and what people prefer. So if you prefer my previous format where you can see my face and the table, please let me know and drop a comment. Or if you prefer this format, also please drop a comment and let me know. As always, this is a general reading, so it's not going to connect with absolutely everybody out there all of the time. And if it's not connecting with you, do please consider checking out the readings for your moon and rising zodiac signs. I'm just going to clear your energy before we get into it. And then we'll move forward with the tarot cards first. So I'm going to pull all of the cards. As always, you can feel free to skip over this part if you don't want to stick around and watch the cards come out in real time. We will also pull 2 general energy cards at the beginning of the reading. And then after we talk through most of the details throughout the reading, at the end, I will pull 2 advice cards for you from 2 different decks. So we're going to get a good load of advice. We're going to see what's going on across November, what the beginning of December might look like for you. And yeah, let's just get into it. When I was meditating on your reading though, I did get a sense of thawing energy. So like March, April time, like the thawing of the world and the land as it kind of comes into springtime. So this may be a time of your life where it feels more like spring and not so much like fall. I mean, if you live in the Southern Hemisphere, it is literally springtime, so you might be experiencing the thawing of these seasons. It just was like a melting snow kind of energy, return of the sun, return of warmth. Okay, so take that as it resonates. It may be that it's technically fall where you live, but you might feel like it's springtime of your life kind of thing. All right, so first let's go ahead and see how you're showing up. Nice, you got the King of Swords, that is air energy. The swords are the mind and the intellect. All right, let's see what your challenges might be. What challenges might these Geminis face in November of 2025? 8 of Cups. New chapters, something you're leaving behind, and a new chapter of life that you're entering. It may even be, sun on the bottom, so it's you going towards something that lights you up and brings you more joy, makes you feel better than before. Let's get some opportunities here. What are these opportunities in November 2025, please, for these Geminis? Thank you. The Magician. Damn, beautiful. Lots of potential. A lot of options that you have in front of you. You have the opportunity to make magic in a way. Let's get the situation unfolding across the month for these Geminis. Okay, Knight of Wands. The situation unfolding, please, across November 2025 for Geminis. Thank you. Queen of Pentacles. Nice. Yeah, lots of like fiery, positive energy, judgment, and the 10 of Wands. I spoke too soon. No, I'm kidding. There's no good or bad tarot card. Everything lands different with interpretation, right? We'll see what your guides are encouraging you to do or how they're encouraging you to show up. Ace of Pentacles, okay. They're encouraging you to go for a new opportunity. The Devil card. Okay, what's with this Devil card, please? Can you tell me more about this Devil card, please? Thanks. Justice. All right, lots of major arcana coming out for you. And into the final days of November, first few days of December 2025. What's that looking like for Geminis, please? Thank you. The 9 of Wands. Okay. We're going to clarify with a different deck. I'm moving the cards over because I feel like you probably can't see all of them over here. So just want to make sure you can see all of them. First, we'll clarify the King of Swords. Okay, that fell right on my lap. the Death card. Lots of changes about. And I feel like you are the one holding the scythe, kind of like clearing things out the way. Just going to take this card. It's the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, okay, the Magician. You got the Eight of Pentacles. Nice. Thank you. Seven of Pentacles. All right. Queen of Pentacles, please. Lovely. Nine of Cups. Makes sense. You're feeling very physically good, you know, in your body. You might be feeling like your health is quite good in the month. Can you please clarify this Judgment? Yeah, Five of Wands. Can you please clarify this Ten of Wands? A bit more. Thank you. Ace of Wands. Now we'll get the general energies before diving in. Also, sorry for any noise you might hear in the background. It sounds like there's a helicopter just like hovering over where I'm living, so I don't know what's going on with that. You've got number 48, the Poised card. Yeah, I'm not surprised to see that with this Magician card in your opportunity. You showing up as the King of Swords. I feel like you are very much on the precipice of something new. You're feeling confident, balanced, and stable in the month. Poised is a card of, yeah, feeling like you're able to go out on a limb. You're about to go out and try something new. You might just be trying new foods or trying new hobbies in the month, but it's also this sense of confidence and self-assuredness. You also have Milk and Honey on the bottom. That is the card of like comfort and just experiencing sweet things in the month. Like I said, good food, good conversation, good people around you. Now let's get one more general energy card here for these Geminis in November 2025, please. Generally, what are they experiencing across the month? Okay. Yeah, beautiful. You got the Sun card. Healing energy, happiness, comfort, and joy. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's much to say besides that. The Sun is expansion, it's growth, it's experiencing a lot of good health. And I was saying that with this Queen of Pentacles, it feels like your health will be in a good place. So without further ado, let's dive into the reading. You are showing up, like I said, the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is very swift in their decision making. And this is the highest, most evolved version of the air suit. So this is you being very mature, having a good head on your shoulders, and being the most evolved and highest version of yourself. So you're trying to make really good decisions in the month. You're thinking things through. And the King of Swords, although very swift in their decision making, is very detached. So they're able to detach from their emotions in order to make good logical decisions. Now, is that always good to be detached from your heart? Of course not. But you know what? It may just be doing you well in this month, okay? You might just be feeling like very much up in your head as well. There might be just be a lot of decisions that you're making, a lot of little daily things that you have to think about, responsibilities. I'm just picking up on somebody with a really heavy to-do list, a long to-do list, or like I'm seeing a planner, like a calendar that has a lot of stuff on it, like a lot of little things written in the margins. So you may just feel like, yeah, you have a lot to think about. You've also got the Death card here. Sorry, my dog is like, I don't know what the hell he's doing down there, but he's doing something. I think he's playing with his toy. The Death card means that you are bringing in a lot of change in your life. You're going through a time of change. And I do feel like actually this is a change in your identity. So you may be dyeing your hair. I'm actually getting somebody who's getting plastic surgery. Okay. Or doing something to their face. That's different. And of course, it might not be something as extreme or expensive as, you know, getting plastic surgery. You may just be like getting new clothes, kind of rethinking your wardrobe, rethinking how you express yourself. If before November you have been thinking about quitting a job or leaving something behind for something better, I really do feel like it's a job, but it could be a home, it could be a relationship, it could be a friendship, you know. If you had been thinking about cutting things off in that way and changing things up, I do see you doing that in November. It's very possible that you've already done that in the month. And now you're moving on to greener pastures, different waters. And the challenge lies in that transition because you've got the Eight of Cups. This is a transition card. This is somebody leaving behind, the Eight of Cups and moving towards their Nine of Cups, which actually shows up down here. The Nine of Cups is like comfort, joy, everything that this Sun card actually described for you. So I see you going after what you really want in November, but with the Knight of Pentacles here clarifying the Eight of Cups, it's the little things that might frustrate you. Okay, so it's like the applications for something. It's reading through the contracts. It's learning how to do something new. It's learning your new route to your new job and figuring out what route gets you there quicker. So it's just these little things. The Knight of Pentacles can signify just those everyday little frustrations that are part of your daily routines. And you might actually be having to switch up your daily routines because of this transition that you're going through. And it might just feel like you're getting the hang of it, okay, across the month, like you're just learning this new routine. The challenges you experience in the month may also have to do with just feeling like something is very far away, like it's not exactly unattainable, but just feeling like, oh my God, I have so much to learn, or I have so many steps to take until I can reach this place that I want to go. Even if you're traveling or planning a trip, like you might just be feeling overwhelmed in that sense because you're like, wow, I have to save up so much PTO and that I have to put away money in my savings. And it's just that kind of energy where something feels far away. You can see this Knight of Pentacles is actually like looking up at a mountain, and there's a lot of steps to take. So yeah, I mean, I don't think it's anything that you can't overcome, Geminis. It's just something that might just be a bit of an obstacle in the month. Now, your opportunity is the Magician. And like I said, there's so much potential here, so many options that you have in front of you. And you have the opportunity to create the path forward that you want in the month. It really feels like you are paving your own way. You've got the scythe in your hand with this Death card. You're wielding the sword with this King of Swords. So you've got something sharp in your hand and you're just like hacking away at the overgrowth in front of you, making your own path forward. And whatever you do choose to pursue, because the Eight of Pentacles is here, you have the opportunity to make the best of it. The Eight of Pentacles is somebody who's perfecting something and who becomes a master at their craft, really. And so you have the opportunity to do that, to be a master at your craft, to get really, really good at something. And I feel like it's something new, something that you are just picking up on or learning, but you are going to be very good at it. Okay, Geminis? These changes that you're implementing in the month, they don't come without their fair share of fear and doubt, I feel like, especially towards the end of the month. You're showing up with the Nine of Wands, a little bit guarded, actually, maybe paranoid, maybe doubtful. Is this the right choice to make? Is this the right group of people that I want to be friends with? Just feeling a little bit unsure of yourself, or just feeling like you're stepping into the unknown and you don't really know what to expect. And so you're a little bit like, you have a little trepidation about you. The Ten of Wands and the Ace of Wands, the Judgment card and the Five of Wands, it's like with this rebirth that you're experiencing, with this brand new beginning, and with this feeling of kind of consequences coming around in the sense of, okay, I've chosen to do this new thing, or I've chosen to, for example, quit this job. You're kind of getting the consequences that come around to you, and they might make you feel a little bit conflicted. Like, am I going and choosing the right thing? Like, I'm now leaving this job where there's benefits, and I'm now having to go and get my own health insurance and get my own benefits. So you might be feeling a little bit conflicted in that front. But the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Wands, it's like there's a surge of energy that you get, and it gets you going to the finish line. So if you're finishing something up in the month of November, if you're reaching a goal, again, like the finish line is there and you're just pushing through to it, and you're just kind of getting past all the doubts and the worries. But even though they're still there, you're working through them, if that makes sense. You've also got the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. This is beautiful energy. This is you feeling really happy at home. With your health, like I said, you're just experiencing a good time in your health. Your body might be feeling especially good. And like I said before, with changing your identity, you might be looking in the mirror and just feeling really happy with the person that you are, expressing yourself as. Any changes that are happening with your hair or your face or your body or your clothes, your makeup, you're just feeling really happy and like comforted in that sense. Not only with that, but with your money and finances too. So it could be a good month for you financially. This Queen of Pentacles is somebody who has worked really hard and gotten themselves to a really good place financially. This is somebody living in their own home. So that's actually what I'm picking up on now. Moving into your own home, maybe getting it your own home, maybe signing a lease. This might be your first home that you're buying, or it might be your first time living by yourself. So that's somebody I'm picking up on, and it just feels really good. This Nine of Cups is like in a sauna. You might be able to see they're under a willow tree and they're just vibing. So that's a nice energy to see for you Geminis. With this Knight of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles, I do see you kind of reassessing or reevaluating things before you move forward with something, kind of planting seeds almost and getting ready, getting prepared. And I see that also with the Poised card here. So you're preparing for something, or you are starting up something. You're like beginning something, like I've been saying across this reading. But here I see you actually looking back and reassessing. So you might actually be looking back and saying what worked in the past, what didn't. You might be thinking about things that you used to do, so like older habits, older practices, and you might be like trying new habits and new practices, new behaviors, and seeing how they land. And you've got the Knight of Wands, so you're doing it in a way that's kind of optimistic. You're just like, okay, I'm going to press forward with this new thing. I'm looking back and reassessing and just kind of pressing forward anyway. So I don't see you like holding yourself back in that way. But at the end of the month, there is some guardedness, so I do want to clarify that a bit. Okay, this Nine of Wands, the Fool, and the Queen of Cups. Nice. Yeah, Ten of Cups on the bottom too. So the Fool is literally stepping into a new journey without baggage, without any worries or doubts. Whereas this Nine of Wands is like, ooh, is this the right thing to do? So you might be going back and forth a bit when it comes to the end of November or beginning of December. Queen of Cups, though, shows that you are coming from a nice place of love, compassion, kindness for yourself and for others. The Queen of Cups is somebody also who focuses on their comfort, on their emotional comfort. So I think that is totally in your goals for yourself and your aims for yourself, like really coming from that place where you feel truly happy, truly comforted, and with the Sun card, like truly joyful and good. So I actually want to focus a bit on your advice on how your guides want you to show up in this month. So first, you got the Ace of Pentacles. Any opportunity that comes your way, and when it comes to money, finances, your job, your career, when it comes to your health, when it comes to trying something new or meeting somebody new that you think might be a committed long-term thing, they want you to take the opportunity that comes your way. This symbolizes a fresh new start. Okay, and there's a new path that shows up right here on the card, and there's white lilies on the card that symbolize purity and innocence there. So I do think that you're getting a golden opportunity, and your guides don't want you to miss it. All right, and you've also got this Devil card and the Justice card to clarify that Devil card. This Devil card is letting me know that there's something up. There's something up, something weird, something fishy. And it may not actually have to do with this new beginning that you're going into. It may as well have to do with that beginning for you. This something fishy has to do with the balance that you strike in your life. So balancing your social life with your work life, with your family life, with your personal life. I feel like there's some part of life where you put a lot of energy in, and then the others don't get so much energy, okay? So that could be it as well. But I'm going to clarify. Oh my God, you can't make it up. The Devil's on the bottom. No, stop. I did not even do that. Okay, I did not even do that. I swear to God. So that's fucking bizarre. Sorry to drop the F-bomb, but that's bizarre. Okay, we're going to clarify that now. Those are those same two cards on the bottom. Wow. Let's see what this devil card wants to say. I've had that happen where I cut to the card. So like I open the deck and then it's like the same card, but I've never had the same exact card that I'm talking about be on the bottom. If you are dealing with a legal situation in November, or you have been dealing with a legal situation, so anything like divorce, signing a contract on a new home, anything that has to do with the government or courts, there is something icky connected to that is happening for you, and your guides want you to be aware of it. They don't want you to not see this coming, or they don't want you to kind of continue with whatever this is. And I feel like it has to do with a lot of stress on your mind. Something here is stressing you. It could be your health, it could be your finances, it could be your job. And it feels like they don't want you to stress about it anymore. And they want you to see how it affects you and how it negatively affects you when you do stress. Or, you know, this legal situation that you are going through. Maybe you, I don't know, have to go to court for something and it's stressing you out, okay? And they want you to know that you can triumph over this. You've got the King of Pentacles. It's going to be okay. But what's happening is that you're getting so in your head about something, about the situation, about not having enough balance in your life. So it's stressing you out, or you're getting so in your head that it's becoming this kind of self-fulfilling prophecy, or it's becoming this thing that just haunts you. Okay, so they want you to be aware of that, and they want you to take control of your mind. They want you to take control, and I feel like they want you to do things that are very good for yourself, like very soothing things. So if there's anything that in terms of self-care is very soothing for you, I think you should definitely take their advice and do that. But we will go ahead and get more advice right now from two different decks. So let's see what they got to say. What is your advice for these Geminis in November of 2025? Whoa, okay. Refuse to be used. So don't be a victim of this situation. Refuse to be used by people or by your own mind, by your own fears. Pull away from your fears and refuse to be a victim. You will never be happy if you don't end the toxic arrangements that imprison you. Love yourself. You deserve better. Definitely. I think this absolutely connects with the Devil card, because the Devil card connects to toxicities, bad ways of talking to ourselves, codependency, toxic relationships. But I feel like here it has to do with you and the way you talk to yourself and the way you value yourself. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get one more card here from the Tree Keeper's Oracle. What is your advice to these Geminis for November? One last card of advice for Geminis. Number 26, the Keeper of Boundaries. I don't know if you can see the image on this card very well. I'm going to read the message from this guidebook, but this is like a person, and they have a bunch of animals, like a bunch of animal guides. And there's this like crazy panther kind of looking mystical animal. And I feel like that symbolizes your boundaries and how you protect yourself from people and from negative situations. So let's go ahead and see what this message is. Standing your ground is essential right now. The tree keepers knew that the word no is a necessary magic. Use it often to free the bound, liberate the oppressed, and honor the sacred within yourself. Do not be swayed by achievement, approval, or the secondary satisfactions of pleasing others. Think of your own truth that deserves fierce protection. Once you have admitted the truth inside of you, it's time to embody it by speaking it and allow it to be protected by the ferocity of your self-kindness. To thine own self be true, said the bard. Learning to hold our ground and protect our precious resources makes all of our relationships more authentic, even if some of them die off in the process. The secret irony hiding inside your willingness to say no is that it allows your yes to be more resolute and ecstatic. Definitely. I feel like there's a situation where you are needing to really assert yourself and not let people talk down to you, talk bad to you, and especially with yourself. Don't talk down to yourself. Don't speak badly to yourself. Who knows? Maybe you're asserting boundaries with yourself in November and you're needing to create better boundaries mentally with your mental health to keep yourself kind of like not talking down to yourself, okay? So Geminis, that's all I have for you today. I hope that this reading was helpful. I will see you next time in December. I can't believe it. We're already in December, but yeah, I will see you then for that general reading. Take very good care and enjoy the rest of your November.